For what? He didn't do anything.
That's not your business.
It's my business. It's his family. You guys are harassing him.
Go ahead and step right over here. And just down on this concrete right here.
I don't think so.
Yes.
You're not detaining me.
I am detaining
No, you, for what? You can't touch me. You
Turn
can't
around.
touch me.
Turn around.
You cannot touch me.
Yes, I can.
You cannot touch me. You cannot touch me. You cannot touch me. Hey, hey, you just put my knee.
Lieutenant Rhoades? Okay, so you're the one.
Hello.
Hey, man. It is me. Yeah, something like that. You had told me that was your cousin, your second or third or fourth cousin or something, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of have two cabins that are connected with a hallway between them, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he lives on one side right now. You're living on the other side.
Right.
The cops are there because they don't have a warrant yet, but they're waiting to get a warrant for your cousin because
They're calling for a full search warrant for stolen property.
oh, okay.
That was all fabricated. So anyway, so yeah, in fact, he was out today. You know, he let him out today, no bond, and he's got half the town on the side. Yeah, I'll take my camera out, and then you saw the video.
Yeah.
How you doing? What's going on now? What's going on? What's going on? For what? Why? What did he do now? He didn't do anything. What's up with this holding his gun for? What is it? What you think is a danger?
Yeah, he's got huge criminal history of
Oh, no.
owning his guns. He's not supposed to. So yeah, he's a danger. And he also has felony charges over the
For what? He didn't do anything.
That's not your business.
It's my business. It's his family. You guys are harassing him.
Alright. Here's what I'm going to have you do. Go ahead and step right over here. And just down on this concrete right here.
I don't think so.
Yes.
You're not detaining me.
I am detaining
No, you, for what?
you. Not going back inside that house.
You're not detaining me.
I am detaining you.
You're not
You can go
detaining
sit
me.
over there,
You're not detaining me.
cuffed, or you'll be cuffed.
You're not detaining me.
Because right now I have a guy in here that I'm going to arrest on several felony charges, and I don't want you going back inside and becoming an issue as far as having guns and.
There's no guns in there.
Slater.
There's no guns
So,
in there. I have no guns.
This is an active scene, and I have the exigency to say
Yeah.
you're already out of the house. You're going to stay out of the house until he comes over.
I'm sorry, but I don't recognize that. You don't even.
I don't care what you recognize or don't recognize.
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I'm
You're-
filming, by the way. You filming?
I am filming, yes.
You
but
sure?
You're not
Okay.
going back inside the house because I'm waiting for a search warrant for that house for Brandon.
My house?
For your
I don't think
house
so.
and that house.
You're not going to my house.
Both.
No, you're not going to my house.
I don't care what you say.
You're not
It
going
doesn't
to my
matter
house.
what you say. Go ahead and have a seat.
Well,
over
can
here.
I at least send the door and
No.
say, Brandon?
No.
If you're in the house, you got to leave my house because you're not coming to my house.
No, you cannot.
Because he don't live there.
Oh, you. I'm not even going to get
He
into
don't
it.
live in my house.
You're not
He
going
lives
back
in,
over there.
He lives in
You're
this
gonna
one.
sit down. Are you going to
I'm
sit
not
on the
sitting down.
concrete, or are you
No.
going to sit in the back of my car?
I'm not sitting in the back of your car. I'm standing right here. You can't touch me. You can't touch me.
Turn around.
You cannot touch me.
Yes, I can.
You cannot touch me. You cannot touch me. You cannot touch me. Hey, hey, you just put my knee. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. Hey, hey, hey.
You're hindering
You
prosecution.
can't touch me.
Put your hands behind your
You
back.
can't touch me.
Put your
I
hands
didn't
behind
do
your back.
anything. I did not do anything. I didn't do anything. Oh, oh, oh.
Your back.
Oh, I did not do anything. Oh, oh, I'm not resisting. I am not resisting. So they're sitting there, and I didn't want them to break into my house and bust my door down because I don't have no more doors left, and I obviously unemployed. but they just, I mean, they're acting brutal, and basically, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't try to sue, but this injury, I mean, I'm the victim here.
The injury. So yeah, and this doesn't really matter, but just I'm gonna ask. So they were there because they were waiting on a search warrant for stolen property. Do they ever find the stolen property or anything?
No. Oh no, there was nothing stolen. No, so they changed it to trespassing. That's what I'm telling you. It's crazy.
So they changed it. So they tried to get a search warrant for stolen property. They ended up getting the search warrant, right? Or no?
They did not get the search warrant.
They didn't get it.
The house. They got in the house anyway. The second house. They broke the door down, and he was in the house. The second house when he got him, even though they didn't have a search warrant yet. It's like, I mean, I'm 59 years old. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna film him. I want him to arrest me and all that. No. No. I watch you guys. You guys don't do that intentionally. So yeah, the first one I called, I tried to hold it. But
thank you. He is outside of whose house whenever you walk up?
Oh, a neighbor's house.
Your neighbor's. And so you walk up to your neighbor's house, but then...
Yeah, I'm on the road, yeah.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's a private road, right?
All right, yeah, I mean, okay, so you walk up to the edge of your neighbor's property. You're not on your property anymore. But instead of just telling you to get off the property, because you can go back, and get in your house if you want to. But he tells you that you can't go back in your house. Is that what he's talking about when he says he doesn't want you going in there? And you're just recording from a public roadway, or maybe it's actually a private roadway.
Yeah.
So you have the right to do that. You have the right to record. Right. And you don't get to get arrested and told what to do just because you're recording. And you definitely don't get to get prohibited from going back into your house just because you came out and recorded and asked what's up. Now that, yes, you are kind of saying, like, that's my family, I want to know what's going on, but that doesn't mean, well, now you can't go back on your own property, and now you can't record, and you have to sit down, and if you don't sit down, I didn't even time it, but the whole video isn't 3 minutes, so what is it, like a minute he gives you to sit down or less before he decides to kick your legs out from under you? Is that what he does?
He grabbed my arm, and he kicked my leg, and I mean... It happened so fast. When I got on the ground, I felt that initial sharp pain, and then I'm on the ground, and then that's when I started screaming. Because this is the first time I ever got handcuffed and arrested like that.
And so he's out there. He has no warrant yet. He has no backup yet. He's just out there standing. Nothing's happening. Right. There's nothing happening, and you just go outside and talk to him. I guess you say it is connected. But that doesn't mean that your house is now his house. That means that's like two apartments having a connecting hallway.
Yes. Well, he made a comment that he sees it all as one dwelling.
Well, you can't see it all as one dwelling, because then that's like seeing an apartment complex all as one dwelling, because there's hallways that connect the doors. It's like telling people they can't go in their apartments because they are trying to get a warrant for one of the apartments. So now no one can go in their whole apartment building. So you more or less live in a duplex is what it is. Just because they're cabins doesn't make it not a duplex. And so you can't go in your house because they're trying to get a warrant for the other side of the duplex.
Right.
And you honestly didn't even try to go in your house. You just weren't going to go sit down.
I just asked him, well, what if I do want to go back in the house? He's like, you can't go back in the house. Okay, fine, I'll stand right here.
Yeah, it isn't even like he ran back to the house and then he had to catch you and throw you down. Like that would, you know what I mean? Like you were just standing there. And then you didn't want to go take a seat like a dog because you don't have to, because you didn't do anything wrong. There's not even a warrant yet. He's trying to get one. So you're just out there filming him while he's out there standing. That's all that's happening. This is bullshit. The more I think about it, the more fired up I get.
That's what I called you, brother.
Yeah. You've committed no crimes. You're not interfering in any way. There's no reason to detain you. But Lieutenant
Matthew Rhoades.
But Lieutenant Rhoades decides to detain you anyway. And you don't comply with it immediately and go sit down like a dog. So he kicks your feet out from under you and sends you to jail for obstructing.
For hindering, right. because obstructing had to be physical, and I wasn't physical at all. It was hindering.
So for hindering, then you're taken to jail. You're there for 24 hours.
24 hours to the minute.
But then you're released.
Yes.
With no bond and no charges.
Right. That's what they do. It's a punishment. 24 hours, let me go, like nothing happened, you know.
He illegally detained you. He hurt you pretty badly. I mean, that bruise is insane.
It was puffy and all that, and the bruise. I mean, I could put a little weight on the leg, but not that much. I mean, I think it's gonna be 3 weeks. You know, I can't bend it. I mean, I can't extend it and put full weight on it. Obviously, that's why I use crutches. But it is getting a little bit better every day. But how can I be sure? I'm not a doctor.
And so then you go to the hospital. And the doctor at the hospital says you have a strained ligament. I think it looks worse than a strained ligament.
I'm sure his body cam will show him actually kicking my leg. I mean,
Now I'd like to get that body cam.
I was gonna wait until we talked and all that, and then I'm gonna go all wild. I still haven't found an attorney yet.
You have reached the Ozark County Sheriff's Office. If you need to speak to a dispatcher, press 1 now or hold the line.
Hello. I'm trying to make a public records request. I was told yesterday to call the civil process line, but they don't ever answer their phone over there. So,
okay, let me see if I can get a hold of her real quick.
Thank you.
Ozark County Sheriff's Office?
Hello, is this I'm trying to make a public records sunshine request.
You can email me if you'd like. That would be probably the easiest way. Just request whatever record it is that you're needing, and I can forward it on to the appropriate parties.
Yeah.
I can give you the email address when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, it'll be civil@ozarkcountysheriff.org.
Yeah, so this morning, I'm a journalist. I'm working on a story about something that happened to a man, and that man tried to request the body cam of his arrest this morning, and he was told it was an open investigation. It's not an open investigation because there are no charges. He was released without bail. There's no charges. There never was. There isn't any. So there's no investigation. Do you remember talking to a man about that this morning?
No, I did not.
So he was told that whoever he spoke with the officer who arrested him wrongfully, by the way, and the arresting officer told you to tell him that he has the right to withhold that because it's an open investigation. But it was an arrest, but it was an unlawful arrest, hence there was no charges.
As far as the sunshine law goes, you can request that via email. I did not speak with anyone about that today or any other day for that matter. We have two dispatchers. Actually, we have 3 dispatchers back there right now, plus 2 jailers and back in the dispatch area up here in the civil process.
Yeah.
So if you would like to request that sunshine law, then via email would probably be the best way to do that, and I can get that to the appropriate parties. Okay.
Yeah. So who am I speaking with right now?
My name is Krista, Krista.
And your last name?
Is that necessary?
It's part of your policy. That way I know who I spoke with.
For my policy, my badge number is 950.
950, that'll work. And then, so he spoke with someone in the civil process. Is it just you back there, or is it multiple people back there?
We have the administrative part of it. He's the office administrator. And then we also have, as far as I do civil process, but I have not spoken with anyone today.
It was earlier this morning. You haven't spoken with anybody.
I have not.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to send you an email. I don't know. I could honestly just request it over the phone via the sunshine law, if you have a second.
Either way, I mean, it would, like I say, if you would like to do the email, then I would have it on record, and I could return that email with all of the information that you need.
I'll do both, but I'd like to go ahead and start the request right now while I got you. It's.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let me go ahead and get my administrator over here. Hang on.
Thank you. Lieutenant Rhoades?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you're the one. Okay, so earlier this morning you told a dude who you wrongfully arrested, by the way, that he can't have the body cam of his arrest because it's an open investigation. But there was no charges. It's not an open investigation. I do this for a living, and I know for a fact you cannot withhold that body cam.
There are charges. I just finished the PC form this morning, so that was sent down to the prosecutor's office.
So you filed charges after he tried to get the body cam. This happened what, over a week ago, and you're just now filing charges because he wanted to get the body cam?
No.
This happened over a week ago, dude. Why are you just now filing charges? That doesn't even make any
There's
sense.
all kinds of reasons for it. But that being said, he was brought in. He was fingerprinted on those charges. We released him. We had other cases going on that took priority at the moment, and so that's why.
Okay, so you're gonna withhold it. So also, do you know that just because that it's an open case doesn't mean that the material I'm requesting is being investigated? So it'd be smart and it's a wrongful arrest. So the more you, it was a wrongful arrest. You can't detain somebody without a crime. Well, you can't. He didn't commit a crime.
And he resisted arrest. I had
What?
him detained. He decided that he was not going to follow those direct orders.
No, you had him illegally detained. You had him illegally detained. What crime had he committed? What crime had he?
I already told you, and you didn't listen to me. You just wanted to talk about
What? Just tell me what crime.
What we're
No.
gonna do.
What did you say? What crime did he commit? Rhoades? If you think you know what you're talking about, just tell me what crime he committed. Just answer it, dude. Because you can't. Because you're a terrible cop. You suck. What crime did he commit? What crime? What crime? Then say it, dude. Say it.
So, that being said,
What crime? Say the crime, dude. Because you can't. Because you know. Dude.
for that in discovery.
You are anti-American if you think you can just detain someone because they walked up on you with a camera. You are not an American. You are a disgrace to the badge.
I agree with you 100%.
You
I agree
can't.
with you 100%.
Well, all he did was walk up
That's
on
not
the...
what he did.
He walked up with a camera. That's all he did. And then you wanted to make him sit down. I already saw the video.
Okay, well, he was given a lawful order.
Why is it lawful?
And if we were
It's
to
not.
believe that
That's where cops get sued all day long is they think anything they say is a lawful order. No, you're about to learn something. You're going to talk to me for 2 minutes and you're going to learn something. This motherfucker.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad there's no controlling me.
Out of curiosity, did he plead guilty, not guilty? Just out of curiosity.
Not guilty at all. Yeah, not guilty.
He pled not guilty to everything that happened?
Absolutely.
And that's not even what this story is about today, but what started all this, his cousin, is he is pleading not guilty to all of this anyway. So if he beats this all happened for nothing. What happened to you was 100% for nothing. 100%.
No. I'm 100% total victim on this one.
Yes. And that's how they want you to feel. Is you should have just complied. You wouldn't be here right now if you just would have complied. So that means that any cop just gets to tell anyone what to do, whether it's lawful or unlawful, and you better just comply. Otherwise, you're gonna be in this. You're gonna go to jail. I'm gonna mess your leg up where you can't even walk. And you should have just complied, bro. What's your problem? What's your problem?
Exactly.